Good morning. Welcome to Question and Research. Thank you for coming to my channel to watch some of the Black History moments that I have to present to you on a day by day basis. Today we will be talking about Ella Baker. Make sure you subscribe, put on your bell notifications, and comment, like, and share. Also, follow me on Instagram, Question and Research. It's the full word, no symbols. So, the person we'll be talking about is Ella Baker. She's the mother of the civil rights movement. Here are some of the notable organizations she was a part of and also, started, and she was an influential factor in. Young Negroes Cooperative League, the NAACP, which stands for National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the SCLC, Student Christian Leadership Conference, SNCC, which is SNCC, which stands for Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. So what makes Ella Baker unique? What I thought was unique. First, she was born December 13th, 1903, and she also passed on her birthday, December 13th, 1986, at the age of 83. She always had some type of burning or yearning for social justice. She had a strong relationship with her grandmother, so that's where it really began and started. She recalled a story from her grandmother telling her, because her grandmother was born into slavery. So her grandmother, at again, black people, slaves, they were not regarded as human beings. They were saying that we were three-fifths human. But I have my own thoughts on that. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Her grandmother was beaten because she did not want to marry the man that was picked by her master. So she was beat for that. How Ella Baker took it was her grandmother showed great strength and resilience, and she stood her ground. So Ella Baker, just like she's the mother of the civil rights movement, she she was also about human rights. So that's what the whole civil rights era was about. It was about for black people, but also other people as well, because Martin Luther King talked about that. So she also went to college. She graduated. She graduated as the valedictorian, but as her time in college, she was all about that social justice. So she would challenge policies there. She received a degree from Shaw University. I'm looking at some notes, but she received her degree in from Shaw University. Eventually, she moved to New York City, and she moved around a couple of times. And at this time, she joined the Young Negroes Cooperative League. Um, One of the many things that she was a part of, and she was all about black economic power, and having collective planning. At this time in 1940, she was a part of the NAACP, and this was like during the Jim Crow era. And she was the director for that until 1943 to 1946. So she had a lot of organizational skills. She knew what worked. To me, she seemed like she was very solid. She knew how to get things going because she started at the NAACP in 1940 as just a field secretary, and then she became a director for several years. Now, the first day of Black History Month, I did talk about the sit-ins at Woolworth, and um, after that sit-in February 1st of 1960, in April of 1960, she organized SNCC. So she's a mover, she's a shaker, and which makes me realize that we all are movers and shakers if we really want to go and do something. We really want to organize, be around the right people, make the right decisions. Of course, you're going to make mistakes, but be around the right kind of people, and you will get some things done. Make sure you vet their strengths, and then try to work on the weaknesses, or give somebody else the assignments that don't always necessarily fit one person, so everything can be even across the board. So this is a quote. I usually do a quote at the end about regarding the person that I'm doing for the day. So this is what she said. The major the major job was getting people to understand that they had something within their power that they could use. It could only be used if they understood what was happening and how group action could counter violence. So that was one of her, she was a part of that era, nonviolence, get the point across, but we're not going to use, violence to respond to what people were doing to us. So that's your Black History moment for today. Remember to comment, subscribe, like, comment again if you want to. Also, follow me on Instagram, Question and Research. Thank you and have a wonderful day. I look forward to hearing from you again.